Hey guys, it's Naomi Shops here, and I have a weigh-in for you. So I am 79 days into the Dukan diet, and I am down a total of 17 pounds, which is really good. I think it could have been a lot better because I do have some sins to admit. We had a lot of stuff going on for the holidays and stuff, and I stayed so strong during all that Christmas, all of that good stuff. I didn't eat bad, but we did go to Disneyland, and I was kind of stuck in my weight. I wasn't moving one way or the other. I wasn't gaining and I wasn't losing. I was just kind of staying the same. So I just said, you know what, I'm gonna have a cheat day. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm just gonna do a cheat day, get it out of my system, and then move forward. So I did. I had a cheat day at Disneyland because I knew it was gonna be hard, and I wanted to enjoy it. I know it's terrible, but I think that everyone should have at least one day where they get to kind of eat what they want, especially when you're on the Dukan diet where you're so limited. And I know that Dr. Dukan would totally disagree with me on this, but for me, it's what works. So I did. I cheated and I had a lot of yummy stuff, because if you've ever been to Disneyland, you know all the great stuff that they have there. And I will tell you that I was literally physically sick the next day for probably 2 days after Disneyland. I think it's just because when you work all that junk out of your system, you're so sensitive to everything. Like, I had a sip of Coca-Cola while I was there and it tasted like poison. Thank goodness, because that's one of my things that I will drink, you know, once I start drinking really badly. I don't crave it too often, but when I do, then I'll usually go on like this tangent on it where I'm just drinking it constantly. But I didn't like the taste of it. So and by bad, I don't mean it was that bad, because fruits and stuff aren't bad. They're just bad on the Dukan diet. So I did have, you know, some things that were not Dukan friendly, that were worse than fruit, obviously. But I kind of just got it all out of my system, and I think it was worth it because it kind of renewed everything, got me motivated again, and I definitely gained from it, but I took it off pretty quickly. Since January 1st, I upped my working out, and so that's going better, and then I started seeing my numbers start going down again. So everything looks to be going well. The sad part is, after reading like the Dukan books and everything, is that when you have, like, if you're menopausal or you're female that has issues with hormones and things like that, you can sometimes have a harder time losing weight. So that's a little discouraging for me, because I am seeing where it's going 1/4 to 1/2 pound a week, and that's hard, because when you see other people doing it and they're just taking it off like that, like my husband, it's discouraging, and it's hard to keep motivated and keep going on it. So with that being said, I don't know, and I do this so often, I don't know if I should do it, so I'm still going back and forth, and I'd love to hear, what your guys' thoughts are on this. Is I'm thinking about going to Weight Watchers for a while. That way I can kind of get everything out of my system without going off of a diet, but just going to a different diet, which I was planning on doing that with Nutrisystem, and I never did. But I don't know. I might even go Dukan diet and go to Weight Watchers at the same time and just see how the points are. I don't know. I'm just kind of going back and forth, because with Dukan, there is no calorie counting, but I almost feel like when you have issues as a female and you're not losing the weight because of those issues, maybe you need something outside of meat and dairy. Maybe it's playing a factor in it. I don't know. So I don't know. But what I'm saying about this is, if I do go to Weight Watchers and I do decide to do Weight Watchers, I think that I will still return to Dukan because I like the end of Dukan. I like the fact that you designate one day a week where you go protein only, that every day that you include oat bran into your diet to help kind of fill you up a little throughout the day, and so you're not eating as excessively. I like those two things about the Dukan diet, and I really can see how that I could keep the weight off permanently if I go that route. So I don't know. I haven't made a decision. I'm still sticking with the Dukan because I'm just nervous. I don't really want to change anything up, but at the same point, I don't want to be on this diet for 3 years to get this weight off. Nobody wants to be on a diet for that long. So I've been looking a lot at the Weight Watchers. That one has always been a really good one for me. I lost a lot of weight on it. The problem with Weight Watchers and with Nutrisystem and those is that it's very easy to put the weight back on right afterwards, and I don't want to have that issue. So that's where I want to go back to the Dukan if I do decide to kind of change it up. But I don't know if it will work as effectively. So if anyone has done that, I'd love to know. Please comment down below, because it would be interesting to know if you left Dukan and went back to Dukan, if you were able to continue forward. And who knows, maybe I'll just take a couple months off and see how Weight Watchers and then go back to Dukan. I don't know. All I know is I really do like Dukan. I'm never hungry on Dukan. I don't feel like I'm missing anything yet, although I will probably in the summer because I love fruits. But right now I don't feel like I'm missing anything except for the weight loss. I want to see that weight moving. And so if that means me having to go to another diet and then coming back to this, I'm okay with that if it just means it gets me to my goal a little quicker. I know though that Weight Watchers and Nutrisystem is not an end goal for me, because I will lose control at the end of it. I need something to kind of keep me on track where there's an end result that can keep me moving in the right direction. And I think that being able to eat what you want within, reason all week and just designate one day for meat only seems like I could very easily do to keep weight off. So that's where I'm at. Like I said, I've definitely been working out now, which is good. And I don't know, if I start seeing the weight coming off again, then of course I'm gonna keep moving on to this Dukan diet. I'm just kind of weighing things out. My biggest problem is I get bored and I get monotonous, and so, or things become monotonous. So I don't know. I just hate to be so wishy-washy on things. I want to just commit and be done. At the same point, I don't know if I will be done if I'm losing at such a slow pace. So I would love any ideas. Someone had said there was a girl, and I need to look it back up, that was on a carb diet. There's like a lot of different things out there. The thing is that diets are just diets, and they suck, and so many people fail at them because there's just not a right answer. And that's the only reason why I really like Dukan, is because there was an answer for the end. They weren't just kind of putting you out into a deserted island at the end and then going, okay, good luck now that you lost the weight, because that's kind of where I'm at a lot of the times when I lose my weight, is I'm just kind of left there and I don't know how to be normal. I don't know how to be normal. I don't know how to eat normal, obviously, because I keep putting the weight on. So I don't know. I'm just curious what you guys have to say. But that's what's been going on, and things are finally back on track. My son's back in school and everybody's back to work and everything's back on regular schedule. So I think that I will continue to try to do a weekly video. I might not do it every week, but I'm going to try to do a weekly video. I really love going back to these videos for myself and just seeing what I was going through, what I was doing, how I was losing, what my feelings were. Those are all important to me for the future. So I hope that you guys enjoy watching these, but again, I kind of do them for myself too, because I find out a lot later on so that I maybe can stop making the same mistakes. But I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope if you are on a weight loss journey of yourself, it is the new year, a lot of people are, that you're doing great. And until next time, bye guys.